Hey everyone, it's Brett from the Tuning School, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to use the Vehicle Profile Editor in your VCM scanner to import a vehicle and allow you to set up channels and things, even though you may not be able to connect to that vehicle. So this is going to be a pretty easy little question that we do get asked from time to time, and I thought, well, I'll just make a video and share it with you. And the idea here is that you are a remote tuner or remote tuning something, and you want to be able to modify the list of channels. Now, typically, if we have our VCM scanner and a vehicle sitting in front of us, we would take our MPVI and we would go plug this in, connect to the vehicle, and the software VCM scanner would allow us to connect, and it would automatically update all the channels that you see here on the left-hand side. They would show you what's available, and if you click on Add Channels, it would be a list that was based on the connection to that vehicle. Now, if you're a remote tuner like I am a lot of times, you probably don't have that vehicle right in front of you. And so it becomes a little bit more difficult in order to get a very good list. Now, the nice thing is that the VCM scanner is fairly forgiving whenever you plug in from one vehicle to another, if they're similar. But either way, sometimes things can be missing or you need some sort of help. So to set the scene for you, imagine you have a car located far away. And at that place, that person has an MPVI or an RTD or some device that's HV tuners in order to data log for you. Now, the simple way to do this would be to just start with a very basic data log file. And essentially what I mean by that is you could send them a list that is just RPM, vehicle speed, and coolant temp, and tell them to make a little recording and send it back to you. There really doesn't have to be anything else in there. What this is going to do is it's going to create a data log, of course, but it also is going to save a vehicle profile in that data log. You wouldn't know it, but all of these data logs actually contain a vehicle profile. So what we can do with this is actually use a special tool that they've built in under the vehicle button up here in the menus. You can go to vehicle profiles, and you can see I've got quite a few, but you can go to this thing called the vehicle profile editor. When we get in here, there's several different cool things you can do here. Now, generally speaking, we would prefer to have some sort of data log to work off of. So in this case, we'll go through the menus real quick, and then we'll show you how the preferred, easiest, best method is for this remote scenario. So the first thing is to open a vehicle profile file. The next one is to save a vehicle profile file. This one is going to be the important one for us. It's going to be the import vehicle profile from a log. And then we have add a vehicle profile or delete a vehicle profile. And then these arrows are just to reorder the list, okay? Now for us, if we've got that guy, he's sitting, somewhere far away, and he sends us back just a simple sample log, doesn't matter what's really in it, as long as it's a log connected to that vehicle, we're gonna click on this button here, import vehicle profile from log. So we click on that, and you'll see that it wants to open up and basically allow me to pick a data log. So in this case, I'm just going to go ahead and let's go ahead and just choose one. There we go, Whipple Run Rich. I don't know what this is, but we're going to click on Open. And it automatically imported, in this case, looks like it's a 2019 Ford Mustang GT 5-liter V8, has this OS on it, it has this controller, and it automatically updated that. Now, what's great about that allows me to do now is I can load that vehicle profile by clicking right in here, and then I can create my channel list, and it will be based on essentially the same thing that would happen if I had gone and connected to the vehicle myself. So that has taken all that data that the PCM normally sends back to the MPVI into the software, and it's just imported it based on that information. Now, I'll do that again real quick. So we're going to go to Vehicle Profiles, And then down at the bottom, we're going to go to the vehicle profile editor. Let's go ahead and click on the import vehicle profile from log. And I'm going to go to my R&D instructor box, and I should have some data logs in here, so we should find something cool in here. Let's see here. Here, a lot of you may not have set up a Cummins yet, so I'm going to go into this Cummins folder, and we're going to find some testing, and we'll see Brett's testing here. And let's just open up a random one. So this log came from the Cummins, and if I were to send you this log via email, you could actually import this profile. So you'll see that it'll pull it in, the VIN number goes in there, the OS, in this case it's a Dodge vehicle, so a little bit different setup, but still the same process applies. And so all the information's here. You can see it's a 3500 Laramie. And now if I close that, I can go ahead and load that as my vehicle profile. You'll see it change up top here. So pay attention to the top right there. Now I can click on 2018 Ram, and you'll notice this is a vehicle I actually did tune, so I didn't need to do this one. It's obviously it's in my list, but just for example, I wanted to show you guys. So I'm going to click on that, and now my channels list will be based on that. So I can actually find, here's one of my Cummins channels lists. Oh, it's actually probably on the cloud, so it's not easy to get to. Let's see if I've got a local one. There we go. So you can see some of the things loaded in there turned white. The point is that now I could go through and use my channel selector, and I'll know that the addresses and the information coming from the channel selector is going to be accurate. So I could add engine RPM and all the other various things. This channel list will match a 2018 Ram, and I can go ahead and build out my channel list. From there, of course, you can save it, you can email it to somebody, you can data log the vehicle, but this is kind of how I build my remote tuning customers a really good channel list. I'll send them something simple. I'll say, if it's a vehicle I haven't, tuned before in person, I'll have them data log a few things, send it back to me. I'll import their profile to make sure I've got it. And then I'll build out the entire list of things that I want them to data log, and I'll send that back to them and say, okay, this is the official list. Let's go ahead and collect some data. Now, of course, if you want to learn more about the things that we do here at the Tuning School, you need to go ahead and pop over to thetuningschool.com and check us out. Also, we do have a new community that is launching, and I want to invite you to go check it out. It is going to be, I'll show you a little bit right here. It's going to be the community.thetuningschool.com. There will be some free areas for you guys to start off in if you want to learn about emissions or some basic engine fundamentals. And then, of course, everything else in there, you purchase a course, you're going to get access to those areas. There's going to be forums and lots of virtual classes and things like that are all going to happen inside of this community. So we're really looking forward to sharing that with you, and I hope that I get to see you there.